Hi everyone, I'm back with another video today. I'm sorry I wasn't here last week. We had unfortunately, funeral at our church, that requires a lot of my time, and just didn't have time to get a card or anything posted. So today we're going to do something a little bit different than the norm, but I wanted to show you a couple of things that I've been working on. In Keensburg, we have a little tiny kind of homemade craft store. It's called the Keensburg Mercantile. And she has all kinds of different homemade items and handmade items in there. And I have a table there with my cards and stuff. And a person came in one day last week, and I had some covered notebooks and so forth there. And he asked if maybe I could do a kind of Disney Minnie Mouse themed pack for his little girl who was turning 5. And he's actually out of town here in Denver for just a couple of weeks, or in Keensburg rather, for a couple of weeks. So they called me and asked me if I could do that, and that kind of got me started. And I do like to do 3D items from time to time, and something a little different than a card. So I came up with a couple of 3 different these are just little notepads. I did 2 in pink and 1 in green, and I always include a really cute little pen that's got the paper in the barrel of the pen. And so, and then I had to go to Hobby Lobby and get Minnie Mouse things, because it's something that Stampin' Up! Can't make, and because of copyrights and everything are not allowed to. And so therefore I had to go and get some product, because I have nothing along that line. So these are not for the little girl. These are just actually I'm going to put out and see if I can sell them. I thought maybe there might be some need for that, or somebody might want that. But then for the little girl, I made this whole packet of notebooks. It's just a little teeny one that says I love you, and then another, this is a mini composition notebook that I covered, and then a larger notepad and 2 different sizes of notepads. So I thought they turned out really kind of cute. I hope she'll like them. Again, I gave her a little pen, and we'll see what Dad thinks when he comes in. Maybe he won't want it, and I'll just have to leave it in the store to try and sell. But it was a fun thing to do, and I enjoyed it. But today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you something that Stampin' Up! Offers, and I know a few of you have tried this in the past. I even have a few of you that are subscribing right now. It's called Paper Pumpkin. It is a subscription service, and every month that you wish, you would pay your fee, and then you would get this box in the mail. They always, cutoff date is the 10th of the month, and then they ship them out sometime after that. So like if you had any interest in getting the one for April, you would have to sign up before March 10th. And you receive this box, and in this box is everything you need to make for whatever the projects are. Now, you never really know. The majority of the time they are cards, but sometimes like around Valentine's and maybe even Halloween, occasionally they'll throw in like a 3D project, a treat box or something like that. But the majority of the time they are totally cards, and there's several of them in here. So this is something that if you decide you might think you'd be interested in, you can sign up for. If you want to skip a month, you can opt out for any month that you want to. You can cancel at any time. The cost is $22 a month, which includes your shipping. And like I say, you get everything in here that you need. With your first kit that you sign up, if you decide to sign up with your first kit, you will also receive a block. After that, you don't get a block, but you always get an ink spot that is the only ink that you would need. Of course, if you have other things, you can always use them. So this is the way they come. Of course, they have a shrink wrap with the address and all that stuff on it. I have not even opened this. I don't even know what it's like. I've seen a few videos on it, but I haven't personally even opened mine yet. So they always have a little bit of a blurb about what's coming next, or maybe some special that they're having. And next month will be a little bit of a special one, because it, I think, has some extra items in it. They always do an extra item on their anniversary month. So as I say, you get a stamp set, and this stamp set this month, let me see if I can find a piece of white paper that might help us see this a little bit better. This is more sympathy card or thinking of you card related. They're not always like that, but I think with the way things are in this world today, there's probably, unfortunately, probably a need for this. So that is the stamp set. you get an ink spot, and this month it happens to be Mossy Meadow. They don't repeat very often, and so you'll always get a different stamp pad. It's a good way to kind of build up an ink storage set, ink selection. Okay, and then you get this beautiful blue tissue paper. And in your box is everything that you need for the cards, and it comes all shrink wrapped and all ready for you to go. So on the front, it shows you the project. Definitely this month, it's all cards. And we will just get some scissors and open this up and see what all is in here this month. I'll be honest with you, I do this, I get a kit every single month, but here's my problem. I don't always get them done. And so I thought, you know, this might be a good way I could each month kind of go over what the kit is and maybe get started making them. So here's your embellishments. You get some twine, and these are little sequins. These are dimensionals. Now the only thing you do not get in here is if you want a tape runner. They do send glue dots, and most of them you can just do them with glue dots and the dimensionals, but you do not have a tape runner. Here are the envelopes. This is good quality paper, and the envelopes are always decorated on the inside. These are lined, and then here's a pink one. Here is, let's see what we got in here. So here are, now on this particular one, here it says thinking of you, but I see they have included other languages because, you know, we are, Stampin' Up! is in different countries in Canada, so that's reason for the different languages. Here are some foil pieces. Here are your card bases. They're nice, thick, heavy-duty card bases. White on the inside and always decorated. And this one we're getting, let's see how many cards we're doing. Looks like we're doing 9 cards, because here's another set of bases. So what I do when I get one, I usually go through everything and put everything kind of in a pile so that I have everything somewhat organized and together, and then I can just grab them and make them. Here's some little vellum gold filigree around the edges. And then you get all the punch outs to make your cards. You get these happening flowers, and then you usually always get some kinds of banners for your stamping and so forth. So we're going to get started and try to make one of each one. If it starts to get too long, I'll have to shut this off before I get done. But you get this little instruction sheet. I'll be honest with you, I don't follow a lot of them. I just kind of look at them, and then I just look at the front and see what I'm doing here. Sometimes I know, and sometimes I don't. But they also give you written instructions down here on the bottom. And so it's pretty simple. It's just a fun, compact way if you want to do a little bit of crafting and don't want to drag everything out. Or if you're just getting started, this is a nice way to do it. So we're going to start out. First of all, we're going to work on the kind of wine-colored, purple-colored. I'm sure this is Mary Mallow for Stampin' Up! Color. We will get our bone folder. I'm just going to do one of each one and just show you how quickly they go together. And then we're going to use one of our little labels. And what I usually do is I usually stamp them before I take them out of there. It just kind of keeps them all in one spot. And guess what I did not bring in here was a block. You cannot do this if you don't have a block. So I'll be right back, and I'll run to my studio and grab a block. Okay, so this is the block that you would get in your first, when you do your first kit. If you have never signed up before, you will get this block. And it's a nice size. Everything pretty much fits on this one. And so for this one, we're going to do Sorry for Your Loss. Now, I would normally grab my big Mossy Meadow ink pad, but I'm just going to use this one to show you how this works so you'll all know. You guys, those of you that come to my class, we've used these, especially I use these all the time with the Stamparatus. Okay, and it's just a matter of inking this up. They always give you extra, so if you mess up, you usually always have an extra. I'm just going to stamp this a couple of times to get it inked up real quick. Just do me another quick little, okay, looks like that's pretty well, working pretty well. The nice thing about these kits are, if you don't like the sayings or you don't like the way the way the cards are done, you can change them and make them fit your style of stamping. And what I would like to be able to get accomplished, and hopefully I can, is show you the basics, how the kit, and then come back at a later date and show you some alternatives. So we're going to use one of these doilies. Wow, those are really nice and heavy. And I'm gonna, now the one thing I do check on the instructions to see what they pop up and what they don't pop up. So let's see, what does it say? Center with an E-shaped dot. I don't know what apparently I have misplaced my adhesive dots. I know they were in there. So it didn't really matter. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to pop ours up because, like I say, just because the instructions say to do it one way, you don't have to do that. This is your card. This is your kit. Oops. Nice if they didn't stick to my fingernail. I like that they always give you way more product than you're ever going to really need. Works out really nice. Oops, that one didn't stick. I think I got all the sticky off on my fingernail. Now I'm going to do something that I wouldn't normally do, but since this is going onto foil, and foil can be a little hard to get things to stick, to, I'm just going to put a dab of glue on top of each one of my dimensionals just to give it a little extra stain powder. I don't normally do that, only when I'm working with foil things. Okay. And then this will just go right in the middle. I wonder if I left my little glue dots in my bag. No, I didn't. Okay. But you will get glue dots. I don't know what I've done with the ones that came. Oh, sorry. Here they are. Right in front of my face. So here are the glue dots, and what they suggest that you use these to put them down. I have my tape runner here. I'm just going to use my tape runner because that's what I prefer to use. And so I'm just going to take this, and all I'm going to do is put tape runner down the back side of this little doily thing. And then they're actually going to have it open like this. Now you can stamp something on the inside if you want to, or you can just leave it blank and write something by hand. When I'm in my studio, I will get out one of my sympathy sayings and stamp something on the inside, and you know me, I'll probably decorate the inside. So the other thing they did on this is they put a few of these little sequins, and I think they're black, or maybe they're green. Yeah, well, I think they're black. Yeah, they're black. So we'll just take and place a few of them around on here. I think I'll put one right there. Maybe put a smaller one up along here. Again, I'm going to do an odd number just because that's more pleasing to the eye if you do that. And there is your first card, and you have, whoops, that one didn't stick, did it? I must have pulled off the glue dot and left it on the plastic. Let's try another one. There we go. Okay, and I would assume that this one would go with this pretty pink envelope. So there's card number 1 done. Card number 2, let's see, we're using the pink card base. And we are using the Thinking of You from this printout here. Now, the one thing I was told, I read actually, that this is very sticky, and so you need to make sure that you're ready to put it down when you put it down, because you're not gonna get it back up. So I better look at this a little. Oh, you know, let's see. Yeah, I think I will. I was gonna maybe do my flowers first, but I think I'll do this. Let's see if I rip it. I've taken these kits with me, like when I go on a, way back when we could go somewhere and I was on a trip. It's just fun because it's all in one box and it's all ready to go. And I'm trying to be very careful here because this is pretty delicate print. Okay, so let's see what I can do here, if I can get it to where I want it. Oh, you know what? Getting ahead of, well, I can still do this. So here's what they've done. They've put it on one of these vellum sheets. So that is what we will do. Maybe. If I can keep it from sticking to me. And just gonna kind of stick it on here. It is sticky. Oh, and I just tore it. I knew I was going to do that. Okay, that's okay. We'll put this down. Get this off my finger. Now, what I would do if I were doing this again, and when I make the next one, is what I will do. I will go get, you know, the little powdery thing that we use when we're doing embossing? I will get that, and I will kind of put it along the back of this to take some of the sticky off, and then use my glue to get it stuck all the way down. This has a little piece that didn't pop out, so take it out with my, hopefully I'm going to take it out with my picky tool. Sorry ladies, I know you can't see a thing because my finger's in the way, but I don't want this to, has to have the part out of the middle of the O. Come on, there we go, got it. Okay, well, sort of, got it. Let me grab my tweezers here. Wow, come on. Always on film, right? If I was doing it in my studio, it would not be a problem. There. Okay, we got the Thinking of You. Now we're going to take our little flowers, and we're going to use one of the small yellow ones, one of these other ones, and this one. These are not, they do not have glue on them, so we will be putting some glue, and let's see. I'm thinking I'll just put this. So I don't think I can get this up. Oh, maybe I can. Nope. No, I cannot. So we're just going to put it on there. And we'll just kind of stick this right there. This little one is going to go in the middle of the T. The larger one is going to go down here at the bottom. like so. And then we will take, okay, oh, here it is. Here's our base. I'm just going to run a little bit of tape runner along and behind the pieces that I put down where it won't show, because this is vellum. I don't think it would show on the, very much on the, around the gold, so I'm going to put a little bit there. Again, you could use the little glue dots that they send you, but I'm just going to do it this way. And we're going to just put this on here. Get it centered as best we can. Stick it down. And this will go, I'm assuming, in, you know, I probably had this wrong. This is probably going in the green envelope. The first card we made is going in the green envelope. This one is actually going in the yellow envelope because of the yellow flowers. So there's card number 2. Not bad. See, what's my time doing? I'm running a little bit long here, but this one won't take too long. Now, I'm not going to, let me see. Did they put any? I don't think they put any sequins on the second one. So on this one, I'm not real sure where they wanted us to put the twine, but anyway, we're just going to do it plain without doing the twine. So on this one, we're going to use the green striped card. And on this one, we use the yellow strip and this really pretty floral bouquet. Okay, and then we're going to stamp. Let me see. Okay, we're going to stamp. I'll always be here for you on this one. Now, there are some sayings in here that you could stamp on the inside. This one is quite nice, and it says, sharing in your sorrow, thinking of you and wishing I could be there to hold your hand, which I think is a very nice sentiment. You also get the flowers. You could stamp on a piece of white, color them in, and make it really pretty. Or you could also put it here on the inside. That would be very pretty. I'm just doing a plain Jane today, very basic. Just to show you that if you don't want to dress them up, you don't have to. You can still have a nice card. If you need a card pretty quickly, you'll have a card that you can. Ink this up, stamp it a couple of times. When you ever get a new stamp set, there's always a little bit of a coating from the manufacturing process. So it's always good to either stamp them a few times or take your finger, rub it across it. That looks really good, so that'll work. And we are stamping this on a white piece in our label sheet. As soon as I find where I stuck that, because this is one of the things I have a hard time with. I don't keep my stuff together. You all know me that way, right? Okay. Oh, here it is. Nope. Where is it? Okay, ladies. Oh, here it is. Covered up. So now we're just going to use one of these squares, and I'm going, like I say, I find it to be easier to stamp it while it's still on the backing sheet, and then punch it out. And we will just try to hold it for just a moment. There we go. I even got that reasonably straight. Shock, shock. Okay, and we will punch this out. Okay, so then all you have to do here, first thing we're going to do is we're going to put our yellow banner piece down. And again, we'll just do that with our And sometimes I kind of lay them out to see, okay, about where do I want this? So I'm just going to kind of put it about right here. It's really, you do what you want. They're very forgiving. Not a big deal if you don't get them in the perfect spot. You can do it however you want. This I am definitely going to pop up, and I'm going to pop up our saying. Now, if you wanted to, and if I had more time, I would take this and I'd probably loop it around some things and make a pretty little, maybe even tie a bow or whatever, but I'm not going to take the time to do that. I will use that twine probably in an alternate project that I'll show you, maybe, and I'll make a couple of cards hopefully. Okay, and then we will do that. So you get 9 cards. You can make 3 of each design. That's why you can always do alternatives, because they give you extra. You have plenty of dimensionals to get you through making 9 cards. And likewise with the sequins. Sometimes you use them and sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't want to use them. I just like the way they look without them. And sometimes, because I have all kinds of embellishments, I will put my own embellishment on there. Okay, so this is just going to go up here in the corner, keeping in mind that we don't want to extend beyond our card base. And then this, we take these off. And we put that right, oops. We don't put it upside down, however, and just kind of right along there. Okay, there we go. And then this one goes with the pink card, pink envelope, sorry. Oh, you know what? I will put the embellishments on here. They did put embellishments on here. So let's dress this one up just a little bit. So we're going to put a couple other big ones down here. And one of the smaller ones up there. Okay, there we go, ladies. Here's our 3rd card. So here are the cards that we made in less than a half an hour, actually, because I talked to you for quite a while before I started working. And, you know, I think they're perfectly fine. Very nice cards. So, again, if you're at all interested in looking into signing up for this, you want to go to my online store, which is sherrymini.stampinup.net. You're going to go and click on Shop Products. On the left-hand side, the bar, it'll say Kits-Subscriptions, and that's where you click on, and then you sign up for that. And you can also do prepaid. They make a wonderful gift if you have somebody that likes to craft. You can sign up for a month subscription for them and have it shipped directly to you. The $22 includes your shipping. And the nice thing about it is if you decide, oh, I think this month, like if you wanted to opt out of Halloween, because I usually always do 3D boxes or something like that, you can opt out for several months. You can cancel at any time. So thank you for spending this time with me and watching all of this with me. And I will try to come back with 3 alternative cards for this. I will tell you that on Tuesday I'm having a very minor hand procedure done, trying to get my trigger finger corrected. I was going to have class on the 12th, but I think I'm going to have to push it to the 19th because I don't think my hand will be up to doing a lot of cutting and stuff by Friday, since I'm having the surgery on Tuesday. So everybody take care. God bless each and every one of you, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.